From having to deal with an incurable disease to a possible return as fan favorite Spencer Reed, here's how a Criminal Minds star stayed alive on set. You wouldn't guess what Matthew Gray Gubler was dealing with on set. So, Criminal Minds had a whole bunch of super smart characters, but the one who had the biggest fan following was Dr. Spencer Reed. Total genius, this guy. His IQ was like off the charts at 187. And get this, he could read 20,000 words in a minute. That's why he was a part of the team when he was just 24. But here's the tea. While working with the department, Reed went through some major stuff. He got locked up, seriously beaten, battled drug addiction, almost kicked the bucket because of anthrax addiction, and even got injured. But what's crazy is that the character wasn't the only one going through the ringer. Matthew Gray Gubler, the heartthrob behind the fan-favorite agent, was dealing with his fair share of weird health issues. Once you hear what it was, you'll see him in a completely different light. If you thought you admired him before, wait till I tell you just how he filmed Criminal Minds. At the start of the show, the CBS actor found out that he had a rare disease called achalasia. I know you're probably thinking, what the hell is that? And let me tell you, it gets weirder. He could only lick butter during this time. I told you. Unbelievable, isn't it? The condition makes a person's throat close up, so you're not able to swallow food normally. And if you try to eat, you can get heartburn. It even gets hard to breathe normally. If that hasn't scared you enough, you can choke too. Imagine your throat just won't work the way it's supposed to. And to survive, you have to lick butter every day for 26 whole days. I can't even begin to imagine what that must feel like. Poor Gubler had to suffer so much while he was filming on set. We all know how tiring shoots can be. He couldn't even eat proper food, only butter. That's some dedication. It's made me appreciate his work even more. I'm sure your heart's breaking right now too, just thinking about how he managed to make Reed a fan favorite while he was struggling so much in real life. He's only ever talked about his condition in passing on Craig Ferguson's late night show. There's a lot he's never shared. Like how he managed to lick butter for almost a month, or more importantly, how did he work like that? See, I haven't even told you the worst part yet. Achalasia is incurable. Yep, there's no way to get rid of it completely. Gubler did say that he had the weird thing, which could only mean that he's not suffering from it now. So he's probably on medication, or he could have gotten surgery for it, which are the only two ways you can control the problem. Hopefully it's not bothering him anymore. And he's been working ever since. He filmed a total of 324 episodes of Criminal Minds. That's like a ton of crime-solving action right there. But you know what's even cooler? While the show was on, he didn't just stick to TV. Nope, he spread his wings and starred in some major movies too. We're talking stuff like Alvin and the Chipmunks to Life After Beth and 500 Days of Summer. But guess what? He hurt himself during the filming for that one and spilled the beans about this in 2015. The 43-year-old injured his knee while dancing on the set. But even though it hurt, he stayed positive. He said, "I'm happy every day that I get up and I'm alive." And it wasn't a simple little fracture or something. It was so bad that even the surgeons were surprised. They got him back together in one piece though. But for a while his leg was messed up and even gave him a limp, which is why he had to walk with a cane. Once again, he kept on going. Can you believe the dedication? The man's been through a lot, from achalasia to multiple knee surgeries. It's really impressive that he stayed positive during all these tough times. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think anyone can survive on butter for almost a month. It's just Matthew Gray. That's why anyone who watches him on screen falls in love with him instantly. Also, he's making a whole new generation of fans. If you thought his talents end at acting, you're severely mistaken. He's a writer too. Gubler published his first novel, Rumple Buttercup, a story of bananas, belonging, and being yourself, back in April 2019. And what do you know? It was an instant New York Times bestseller. The book got so popular that he even made merch out of it, little plushies of the main character which were sold out almost immediately. He's been keeping himself busy lately with the release of another book. Everyone was shook when he started posting a countdown on his Instagram stories. What in the world was he up to? Just the cutest kid's novel ever. It's called The Little Kid with the Big Green Hand. He posted the cover on Instagram to share the exciting news with all of us, with the caption, "I made a new book. It comes out on September 26th. He even thanked everyone for the birthday wishes, since he posted the teaser on the day he turned 43 and said, "The greatest gift of all is getting to make stories for you. He sure knows how to make our hearts melt. You best believe that fans spammed his comments in their excitement. We absolutely can't wait for this new book era. We are so unbelievably proud of you, one person wrote. Another showed their true love for him by saying, hoping for another book tour, wherever it is, I will find a way. This fan expressed what everyone was thinking. Can't wait to see what's inside, they said. But there's one thing that all fans want from him, and that's to see him back on screen as Spencer Reid. Most of the BAU gang returned for duty in Criminal Minds Evolution. Still, fans are struggling to move on from one major flaw, the absence of Matthew Gray Gubler. I mean, I can hardly blame them. Can you even imagine the show without them? It's just not the same, right? The show's even been renewed, so the crew needs to gear up for even more challenges, including the ones coming from their comment section. You see, they like to engage with fans on social media, and in a recent post, they asked everyone to name this band with a picture of the current crew. Boy, did that backfire. Since the first episode aired without Gubler, fans, myself included, are still feeling salty about his absence in Evolution. They didn't hold back, leaving messages like, "Where's Spencer? Searching for Spencer. Readless angst." I mean, seriously, they can't look past it. Even when the show dropped good news about a new season, fans couldn't help but make their priorities known. And at the top of their list, you guessed it, making room for Matthew and bringing back Reid. So is there potential for it to become a reality? Well, here's the scoop. In the premiere of Evolution, they quickly explained that Reid was on this super top secret assignment, which means he's still very much a member of the BAU. But here's the tea. In real life, he wasn't able to join the new series because of some pesky conflicting schedules. Seriously, why do schedules have to be such a buzzkill? Erica Messer, the showrunner for Criminal Minds, spilled the deets to TV Insider. She said they did want Gubler back, but he had other projects going on, and there was this teeny tiny window for shooting this year. It was just all about the logistics, you know? They just couldn't make it work. The struggle is real. But don't despair yet. There's a glimmer of hope for all the fans out there who are yearning to see Reid in action. If the stars align, and by stars I mean schedules, there's a chance that his grand return could happen as soon as Season 2. Can you even imagine that? We're lucky Messer also wants him back on the show as badly as we do. She's even trying to figure out a way to make it work. And it's not just her. It's like there's this Gubler-shaped hole that just can't be filled. His former co-star and beloved shipmate A.J. Cook had the sweetest response to one of his recent Instagram posts. It showed off merch from his previous novel, which she adored. She even said, "I need this right now. Holy smokes, I miss you, Goob." How freaking sweet is that? It's like they're still there for each other, even if they're not on screen together. And let's not forget about Aisha Tyler, who commented, "I love you" with a banana emoji. That's a ray of sunshine right there. So from a possible return as the fan favorite Spencer Reid, to having to deal with an incurable disease. This was how a Criminal Minds star stayed alive on set.